Hello everyone, it's Suzanne Hart here, and today my topic is age is just a number. They say that you and I are actually as young as we feel. And that we can extrapolate to mean that we are as young as our thoughts and the things that influence how we think and feel about ourselves. Whenever I say that, it reminds me of my mom when I was younger. When I was young, I would ask my mother, "How old are you?" As you're a young child, "Mommy, how old are you?" And my mother would always say 29 years and months. 29 years and months. And no matter when I asked her, for years it was 29 years and months. So I actually didn't know how old my mother was till she was probably in her 60s and I was an adult. And it actually dawned on me one day when we were having a conversation that I actually didn't know how old she was. And I related to her as 29 years and months. I had no clue. But this was the interesting thing, was every time my mother would tell me she was 29 years and months, she kind of acted 29 years and months. My mother has, throughout most of her life, had an attitude that was useful, did things that was useful. She was adventurous, fun, and I always related to her as she was younger than she was. And so did most people, because no one actually knew her name, her age, because she'd always tell people she was 29 years and months. Now, a few years ago, I found out how old my mother was, and she's in her mid 70s, but she still has an attitude of like she's in her early 60s and sometimes younger. I can go places and do things with my mother and have as much fun as I do with my friends because her mindset is youthful. Now, this is the interesting thing. Most people will say my mother doesn't look her age. She doesn't act her age, and when people actually find out her true age, they're totally shocked. I watch my mother get carded for seniors discounts, and I laugh all the time because her attitude and mindset is very not aligned with the number on her identification, if you will. So in walks this woman by the name of Wendy Ida. I met Wendy. She came up to my booth a few years ago, and she had the very same attitude. And I would say that Wendy Ida is 29 years in and months. And when you look at her, you will be blown away at her actual age. I believe she's 66 on her last birthday, and is still vital, vibrant, and youthful. Now she's a 8-time championship competitor bodybuilder. She's in the Guinness Book of Records as one of the youngest trainers. I'm not clear exactly in what area, but when you look at her, yes, she has all these accolades, but the question is, what's the mindset that creates an individual who feels youthful, who has a youthful mindset and behaves in such a way that you and I think that she's way younger than she actually is? It's a great question. Right? Now, I believe that your health, your fitness, your wellness starts between your ears. It is really what you think, but it's also what you allow to influence what you think about this thing called aging. It's pretty interesting. So for me, I truly believe, because I've been raised with this attitude that age is just a number. And so when my birthday rolls around, it's something to celebrate because I don't make it mean anything other than another year to celebrate that I've been blessed to be on this planet. But does it affect how I see myself, how I interact in the world? No, because it's truly just a number. What I understand is what I allow to influence me, my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, is truly what is going to determine how young and youthful I feel. So I trust this helps, and let us know. Give us some comments. And I will be interviewing Wendy Ida this Thursday, so 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to find out the mindset of this individual who is 66 and probably looks like she's 40 and possibly younger, you want to join us on this Facebook Live. I'm going to be asking Wendy some great questions, and she will tell you some of her secrets and tips around 29 in months and why age is just a number for her. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.